Okay, good morning. Finally, let's start, shall we? Thank you so much to the ones that already started on your camera. As usual, the reminder, if your camera is off, I don't check your attendance. Please help me out with that so I can see you for a while, okay? I'm gonna share my screen so we can retake what we covered so far. The last unit that we covered was 7B, but I want you to remember that something we're gonna get to Altisha first. I'm gonna share with you the way that I see your advanced. Next weekend, they're gonna make a control of your advanced on Altisha. So be careful on that. I have seen great advances, a couple of students. Actually, I think that there are four that they do not have they do not have any advance at all. So be careful on that. Yeah. Let me see. I'm waiting. Perfect. There you can see my screen. Let's wait a little for Altisha. This one is the follow-up, which means that is the teacher's screen, the one that I'm gonna share with you. Let me select our class of course. Just a second. There you have it. So I'm going through each one of you. This one is just a matter of what we have. I present like 2 times. Remember that they reset everyone, so we could start from zero. Yeah, that's why for me appears like this. For example, you see Mario appears 2 times, and so on to the ones that completed already. The one that we're gonna have is the second, the one that I'm gonna check in there, and this is what is presented. So up to today, I'm gonna make my list for Altisha. So just to check the ones that get the advance, right? So I got it in there. Let's see the other. For example, I get also Alan Bravo and the progress for him, an example, it's already 100. Yeah. So for let's continue. Let's go for another. I need, for example, Andrew to start working on it. I don't have record for Andrew. Let me see. Daniel Solorzano. And then you see the advance, yeah? So today, also part of our class, actually, we're gonna take it for for advancing on Altisha, the ones that need. Next weekend, once again, we are going to have a control. What is this control about? Actually, it's just a follow-up, which means we want to check that you're working in time. Next weekend actually is the fifth week, so it's kind of the time to give a checkup. Yep, just in case having that. then I want to share with you. So remember, keep that in mind. Please help me out working on Altesia, just in case. Who else I got, for example, just to complete this one, let's see, Valeria Espinosa, to the moment reflects 86%. Yeah, excellent average. Who else I got? I got Jose Daniel Farfan is reflected up to the moment 12. So today, tomorrow, we're gonna have time of our class to work on Altesia, but obviously remember that you have to work on it during the week as much as possible to have a good advance. What is a good advance? We're not asking you to have the full percentage, not yet, but let's suppose like if half of our classes, like from 50% up. Yep, just in case. Then I got Nayeli Loor. Nayeli Loor got an average of 37. Also, we got, just to confirm, Jair Monar, you do not enter after the reset. I don't have percentage from you. Morales Ariana, get 51. Moran Anthony. Moran Anthony got 100. Let's see, Perez Francesca. Perez also got 100. Let's continue. Rodriguez. Rodriguez got 100%. Romero. Romero got 7. Then we got Silva. Silva got 40. Remember that you need 100%, right, to complete the completion actually of the activities. Just in case, we got next one is Suarez. Suarez got 53. Suarez 53. After we got Sanchez. Sanchez got 56. 56. Okay. After that, let's see. We got Valencia. Valencia Genesis. That for the moment, oh, perfect. For Valencia also 100. So those are the percentages that are reflected for as I was telling you, for Altesia. So be careful on that. Please remember to help me out with it in the sense of having the at least 50% of advance for the next weekend. Today and tomorrow, I'm gonna give you some time of the class for the ones that actually need to start working on. Okay. The last week we stopped at unit 7B. As you remember, unit 7B was related, the topic was the ideal home, but it was related to the following. We cover the second conditional. Obviously, you describe the place where you lived. Yep. Just in case, the pronunciation, that was about the stress on the different words in a sentence. That was it. Yep. For today, you're going to help me out with the following. I'm going to share with you the following folders. As you can see here on my drive, there is this big folder called activities. And in activities, there is one for each one of you, but you have one that is activities and documents. There, you're going to find what we're going to work. Yep, in activities and documents. The activity that we're going to work is 7B, but the part of the workbook. Now, in the part of the workbook, let me project to you that one. There are some parts that are pronunciation or listening. Those are the ones that we are going to skip. The others, you're going to be continue working on them. Now, if you cannot edit PDF, you're going to take is, you can even create a Word document to give me the answers, okay? So just in case. 7B. So let me project to you. Let me scroll down. Here you are. This is like the complement. Last week, we worked on the platform, the activities related to 7B, but it was under the command of the student book. This one is the complement. So here you have activity number 1 is the grammar, the second conditional. There, you're going to match the sentences. Now, if you take a look, it's extremely possible that there are activities actually that you already work on the platform. The activity number 2 here you observed is pronunciation. So that one you skip it. You don't work on number 2. Activity number 3, vocabulary. Activity number 4 is listening. So activity number 4, you're not gonna work on it. Activity number 5, reading, you work on it. And that's it. Yep. Now, this document, you're gonna find it on the folder that I'm gonna share in a second. If you cannot edit as PDF, just create a Word document, put 7B, and then you give me the answers, okay? Let's not complicate it if we cannot work on the same document. The document is on format PDF. Here is the files. Well, in the folder activities, this is the one that I'm gonna share. You go to the first one that is under the name of activities and documents, and there, obviously, you're gonna find the one that I just showed to you. Yep, just in case. So in each one of your folders, the one that got your name, there you're gonna include your answer. That is the first activity we're gonna work on. So let me share with you these this folder so you can work on it. Yep. I'm gonna put it in the chat, in the Zoom chat, and let me know if it's possible for you to access. I just put it in the chat. So let me know, confirm if you can access. Yep, to this ones. Once again, what we're gonna be working on, what we're gonna start with. Let's see how much time we take is this one. Yeah, Manuel, I cannot edit the PDF document. No problem. Create a Word document and put the answers, period. Yep. So as fast as you can. Please tell me if you could access to the folder and if you have questions about the activity. That silence, I'm gonna take it like I gave the best explanation ever and you understand everything. So don't break my heart. Tell me if you have questions. You're here, you're supposed to have access to this part. There, open activities and documents folder, and there you have the file. Yeah, the file is this one, 7V workbook, the part of the workbook of the series. Only work on the activities that are possible too, which means number 2, that is pronunciation, and the instruction actually is listen, that one you skip. So you work in activities 1, 3, and 5. And 5. Those are the ones that you can work on. Yep. The others are related to listening to audio tracks. Those we're going to skip for the moment. Okay. So let's start working on it. Okay, after our break, we can continue. Please, as usual, remember when your camera is off, your attendance is not checked, just in case. Yep. Be careful on that for avoiding future problems about the percentage of your attendance by the end of the course. Let's see. So after the activity, you help me out on Drive with 7B workbook that all of you should have uploaded already in your folders. Let's continue. For our next unit on the platform is 8A. Must be or have to be visible right now for you. I just made it. So refresh your page in case it is not. We're going to see, or we're going through it as an introduction through the following. Yep. So once again, what we have is the following. In this unit 8A, we are going to concentrate first in the grammar. You're going to have reported speech, sentences, and questions. Then in vocabulary, we're going to concentrate on words related to shopping, making nouns from verbs. And in pronunciation, the combination of sounds that we obtain from the letters AI. So under the name of sell and tell, we find this this unit. And the grammar, like we mentioned, is about reported speech. So let's take a look about reported speech. As you know, the main idea of reported speech basically is that you are repeating what somebody else said before. Yeah. But for expressing that idea, actually we have some combinations. We have some changes on tenses that we are going to observe now. Yep. Here you have the main description of it. They mention like is often used to describe what somebody said at an earlier point in time. Imagine that you are repeating what somebody said at your home to you, and you're gonna tell it to somebody else, and you're gonna say it to me, for example. In order to make that one from the grammar point of view, once again, from the grammar point of view, you have it like that. So, and it's different. In some occasions, you're gonna find it different the way that we repeat things when you observe movies, series, or sometimes the lyrics of the songs. But this one, remember, in the context and the structure of the grammar, we have to follow some rules. Yeah. So this one is like, okay, what is reported speech? You're gonna repeat what somebody said it before. That is the full idea of it. We have an example, and we begin with the present simple. You have the sentence there, I feel sick. Yeah. The main verb is in present simple. So why the main verb is important in here? Because we're gonna make one change. For the indirect speech, present simple is going to change into past simple. Yeah. An example, right? Lucas said he felt sick. So that is the kind of transformation that we are going to observe. Okay. The thing someone said is in the past simple. So the original sentence, what is it? I feel sick. Then you're going to repeat that. So here, as an example, right, they never mentioned the name Lucas. It's not mentioned before. Just to complete the full idea, they included here. Lucas said he felt sick. Okay, those are not your words in this case. Yeah, you heard Lucas, I feel sick, and then you repeat it. But you have to take into consideration the change on the tense. So from present simple, we change it to past simple. Another example of the present simple. Here, the original sentence or the normal sentence, if you want to call it that way, is in present simple. Your house is really beautiful. Your house is really beautiful. So then when you repeat this idea to somebody else in indirect speech, reported speech is also called indirect speech. Yeah. So from present into past. So she said, our house was really beautiful. She said, our house was really beautiful. There you see the changes. Yep. This person is telling this idea to you. So she said, our house was really beautiful. Now, obviously, you need information of the context of who's saying this to somebody else. Okay, but that one, as we go through the exercises, we're going to see that we receive that information. Okay. Another example of the present simple. Your suit looks great. Your suit looks great. So in the past goes like, he said, and then we're going to observe. Yep. He said, your suit looked great. So if you're looking at it, what is the only change? Sometimes we are changing the personal pronouns, the possessive pronouns, but mainly concentrate on the verbs. So your suit looks great, present simple. When I repeat those words, from the point of view of grammar, what I have to do is to change it. Yeah, to change it into past simple. That is like the first type. I want to learn how to play the guitar. And they underline the verb, right? Want in present simple. So in here, what we're gonna find, he said he wanted. He wanted. That is the change that we are going to observe. Yep. Up to the moment, those are the ones that they are referring to. It's not the only change, of course. We're gonna observe some others. Now, let's take a look. In the indirect speech, this one is like the summary of all the examples that we covered before, yeah? So in indirect speech, past simple, when we use it, the main verb is usually said, but you can also use told. There is a difference when using this verb. She told me she wanted to speak French, or she said she wanted to speak French. Obviously, what is the difference? The difference is that if you, at the beginning of the sentence, you want to use told, you need an object pronoun. What is that object pronoun? Me. She told me. If I don't want to be specific about who said to whom, I use said. She said she wanted to speak French. Yeah. So there is a couple decisions that actually you have to take. You're gonna decide what is important. Yep. Which one you're gonna use, said or told. If you decide to use told, you have to put something after. What is that something? Is the object pronoun, me. She told me she wanted to speak French. If you don't, if it's not important, the one giving or the one receiving the information, then you're gonna use said, right? She said she wanted to speak French. Okay. There you see they point out the difference. Yeah, that is this one, the object pronoun. She told me, she said, once again. So exactly what I mentioned to you, right? Told, you need object, you need a person. She told her he had a stressful job. She told her he had a stressful job. The other, he said he had a stressful job. In this case, once again, how you decide depends. If you want to transmit the sender and the receiver of the information, right? He told her, but maybe it's not important. I'm just repeating the words. So he said he had a stressful job. Okay, so depends how you're saying things. What it means, once again, you're repeating what somebody else said before. So when you're saying to somebody else, then you decide, okay, it's important that they know the people or no, just the words. Yeah. So he told her or he said. Remember, at any point that something is not clear, tell me, right? Manuel, please repeat this part. Manuel, please, I don't understand. That's the idea, okay? Feel confident to tell me. But not all the sentences are in present simple. You have sentences in so many tenses. Here you have an example. This example is in present continuous. I'm going to the supermarket. He said he was going to the supermarket. Present continuous into past continuous. Yeah, that is the way that we're gonna cover that up. Yep, the change, the original sentence, present continuous. When I repeat those words, past continuous. I'm going to the supermarket. He said he was going to the supermarket. I am visiting my sibling in Scotland. I'm visiting my sibling in Scotland. I changed it. She told us she was visiting her sibling in Scotland. She told us she was visiting her sibling in Scotland. Yep, there you have the change from present continuous into past continuous. Here you have other combination that includes another tense. You have direct speech, and what we are going to change into is called reported speech or indirect. Yeah. So we go to the fair every year. You identify that the verb go is in present simple. So you're gonna change it. My friend told us that she went every year. Yeah. She went every year. Go, went. Next one. We are going to the fair. We are going to the fair. That is present continuous. When I change it, when I repeat those words to somebody else, my friends said that they were going to the fair. My friend said that they were going to the fair. Present continuous, past continuous. And here we have another tense that we haven't checked yet. I have been to London 3 times. I have been to London 3 times. That is obviously present perfect. So you change it into past perfect. What they are trying to present in here, that will be like the idea or the clue to remember, okay, from what tense to what tense I change. Actually, it's from present to past. Present simple, past simple. Present continuous, past continuous. Present perfect, past perfect. Those are the changes that we are reflecting in here. Yeah, until now. The word for reporting and speech. We have seen said or told, but you have other options. Advise, ask, explain, admitted, reminded. Normally, you're gonna find first these two, said and told. If it's a question, you're gonna have asked as well. Yeah. You should come. It's going to be a lot of fun. That is the original information we received. When we want to change it, here you see different ways. She said, I shall go, and it was going to be a lot of fun. She persuaded me to go because it was going to be a lot of fun. She convinced me to go because it was going to be a lot of fun. So there you see that not only said, but you have other options just in case presenting that. And actually the title right on the slide is like, don't always use said. If you're repeating, if you're doing actually this one in real life, you're not gonna say to, or you're not going to include in each one of them said, she said, he said, she said. Nope, no, not like that. There we have is an activity that later on we're gonna cover that up. Let's cover the material that we got from here. This extract that I'm gonna show to you, obviously it's part of the platform. You have it also there. Let's take a look. In here, this once again, this capture you're gonna find it, right? You're gonna find it on the platform, so not a problem. Let's go through it just to have it clear. What is it? In reported speech, you're gonna have several changes. I like traveling. She said she liked traveling. Present simple, past simple. I am leaving tomorrow. He told her that he was leaving the next day. Now take a look that here on the extract that you're gonna find, there are words in blue. Those are the ones that change. I'm leaving tomorrow. So instead of tomorrow, the next day. Okay, that depends actually a lot when you repeat it. Okay, but normally we follow those recommendations. I'll always love you. I will, right? That will transform into would. He said that he would always love me. I passed the exam. Passed isn't past simple. What you change it? You change it into past perfect. She had passed the exam. I have forgotten my keys. I have forgotten present perfect. You change it into past perfect. He had forgotten his keys. I can't. I can't come. That can, you change it into could. Yeah, couldn't, in this case, because it's negative, the original. I can't come, she said she couldn't come. So once again, report a speech, you repeat what somebody else said before, okay? From there, you're gonna take the changes. You have, I may be late. May, you change it into might. I may be late, he said, he might be late. Yep. And the last one in this list, I must go. The change, she had to go. Okay. There you have the changes. And once again, this extract is the one that we're gonna observe on the platform. Okay. What else we're gonna find on the platform is the following related to the unit. Yep. So once we cover the grammar, the next activity is related to vocabulary. And like we mentioned at the beginning, this vocabulary is related to, for example, shopping. Yep. Let me see where we got. In this vocabulary, we are going to observe some words related to those activities. An example here, the ones that you have in part V on the right, a bargain, a discount, a price tag, a receipt, a refund, and take something back. Yep. But when it's time for the activity, obviously I'm gonna ask if you know all the words, if you need assistance, not a problem. Yep. For the moment, we are going through all the units very, very fast as an introduction only. There you have in the next section related to reading, and we are going to have an article, yeah, an article under this name, The King of Complainers. And goes like, Clive Sidman loves complaining, but not shouting in hotel lobbies or angrily telling a shop assistant to call the manager or making a waitress cry. He loves complaining properly and in writing. Over the last 20 years, he has written over 5,000 letters of complaint. His successes include refunded holidays, countless free meals, and complimentary theater tickets. So you have a person, the picture of this man, somebody that complains a lot, right? That does not agree with what he receives. So he complains, he demands something in return. Okay. That is the article that we're going to cover. But obviously, when we get to that section, section number 3, that is reading. Then you have in section number 4, pronunciation. The pronunciation in this unit is related to the sounds that are made through the combination of the vowels AI. If you take a look at the words, you get airline, hairdresser, mountain, paid, complain, email, fare, obtain, repair. So when we get to that section, we are going deeper into here the table is showing to you 3 different sounds, right? That sound like A, like in train, A. That sound like in chair, and that sound like computer. Yep. So, but once again, this one is only the presentation. Then what we are going to do is like go deeper the moment we get to that section. The next section is vocabulary. Let's take a look. Vocabulary here is regarding the actually how we made words. Some words are related or have specific endings, or you can add some words and letters by the end and you transform. For example, luck. You can go with lucky or unlucky, Or you can make an adverb from that word. You go luckily and unluckily. Okay. Also, by the ending of the words, ancient or meant. What is the example that you have achieved? Then we have to, well, try to find some logic, and most of the times it's going to work. What is that logic? How it sounds. If I take the first word, achieve, I can go with achievement or achievement. So maybe you know the word, maybe you remember, or you just follow the sounds. What sounds better? Okay. But that one is one like logic. It's not a rule, obviously. Does not work all the time, so you have to be careful on it. But these are the activities that we're going to work in the part of vocabulary. After that, you get into, well, listening and speaking and writing. That writing, we're going to concentrate on a letter of complaint, but we're going to follow a model. Okay. So we look at the example, and that is the one, the structure that we're going to follow in order to produce something of our own. Okay. So that is the structure of our unit 8A. So let's start. Let's go to the platform and let's see. We're starting on 8A. And our first unit, or our first activity, sorry, and that one is grammar. So let's see what we get. For grammar, report a speech, sentences, and questions. Goes under like, look at the homepage of a new website. What do you think you can sell or buy there? They refer to this one. So never liked it anyway. That is the web page. Never liked it anyway. What they mentioned. So welcome. Never liked it anyway. It's a place where once loved gifts from once loved lovers get a second chance. We've all been there. We've all got stories to tell and things to sell. This is a place full of marvelous deals. Let the fun begin. And here you have an example. Sweet and simple engagement ring. Well, when I first met him, he was charming and sweet and funny. Most of you know how that goes, right? After a couple of years, things started happening. I found things that indicated he was cheating. Yeah. The real world price, 2,500 pounds. The breakup price, $900, or $900. Okay. So what is this person selling on this website? It's when you don't want something anymore. In this case, we're talking about a lady that she received an engagement ring. Yeah. El anillo de compromiso, an engagement ring. And then she discovered that the guy was cheating. So she wants to sell it. The original price was $2,500. She's selling for $900. Okay. So that is the article that we see in there. Also, we have in here this example that is related to the wedding dress. Never worn, still has price tags, selling matching veil and other extras. 2 weeks before our wedding was supposed to take place, my fiancé phoned and told me that he was in love with another woman. I'm over it now, but selling the dress will help me to move on. So the real price, $1,200, and this lady is selling the dress for $500. So the first part is related to this one, to the article. Yep. To this web page where people, they want to sell something they are not going to use any longer. So on the platform goes under the first part, right? Look at the home page of a new website. What do you think you can sell or buy there? And then we have some tracks that we're gonna listen to them in order to check some information.
(4.32)
We're talking about great new shopping websites, and I think we have time for one more. Janice, can you tell us about it?
Well, it's called neverlikedItanyway.com. It's a very clever name for a website, as you'll hear. This site was the idea of an American woman called Annabelle Acton. She was living in New York with her boyfriend, who was English. He had invited her to travel to London with him at Christmas to meet his family. But 5 days before Christmas, they broke up. Now, unlike some of us, Annabelle didn't want to sit around crying and eating ice cream. She wanted to do something positive.
So what gave her the idea for the website?
Well, after the breakup, Annabelle was left with a plane ticket to London that she didn't need. She also had jewellery that she didn't want anymore, and she had tickets to a concert that she didn't want to go to without her boyfriend. She also had paintings which they had bought together, which she didn't want on her wall anymore. She didn't want any of these things herself, but she thought someone somewhere would probably like to buy them, and that's what gave her the idea to set up the website.
What exactly is it?
Well, it's a website where people who have just broken up with a partner can sell presents and other things that they don't want anymore, maybe because they remind them of their ex, or maybe, as the name suggests, because they never liked these things anyway. And the idea, which I think is brilliant, is that they also tell the personal story behind the thing they are selling. Annabelle calls it sell and tell.
What kind of things do people sell on the website?
Oh, everything. From something as small as a teddy bear to really expensive things like an engagement ring or a holiday. To give you an idea, today on the site, one seller is offering a 3-day honeymoon package at a luxury hotel in New York, and a woman is selling her ex-boyfriend's car. And they're selling all these things at very good prices. So on Never Liked It Anyway, you can get a bargain and also help someone who is going through a breakup.
Thanks, Janice. And that's all we've got time for today.
So there we listened to the description of this website. Once again, in this website, you find interesting stories about why you're selling your stuff, right? The engagement ring, the dresses, the car, but they always have like a story. You receive a gift, for some reason you don't want it any longer. So this is a place for selling it. This one, when you have an activity like this, right? Listen again and answer the questions, is obviously for you. What it means for you to practice, just to listen. It's not an activity that is graded, but in case that you have some free time, it's a good idea to go through it. Let's start on this one. Like, let's see 1E. What do you think were the actual words that people use when they said their things? So let's go on 1E. Let me open mine just in case. I started my attempt and let's see what it's about. So you have this one, right? Look at 4 sentences from the website. What do you think were the actual words? So we are going back. What did they mention? My fiance told me that he was in love with another woman. That he was in love with another woman. And here, what will be the original sentence? Obviously. Yep. There is a typo in there, a typing mistake. But the original sentence, I'm in love with another woman. There is a mistake in there, right? Love. So from the sentence that is in here, report a speech, you're gonna find the original one. Okay. The next one, she said that she come and pick it up. She, that apostrophe D, remember, is the contraction. In this case of, you remember the contraction of would. Yeah. And would, what will be the option? Obviously, you have the other words to guide yourself. Yep. Come and pick it up. So then you select the option that is right for you. So starting now, we got 10 minutes for this activity. I think that we're gonna take way lower than that, but just in case. Yep. So please, let's start on this one. Let me create the report, the ones working and the ones not yet. We just start now. 10 minutes for this activity, please. Okay, time to continue. Going back to the main page of our platform. Let's see what else we got. We just worked on activity 1E, that belongs to the section of grammar, right? And here you're gonna find the extract that I already showed to you, the one that tells you all the tenses, that shows all the tenses, that tell us when to use it, all that. Remember, at any point during our classes, if something is not clear, let me know, okay? So I can repeat it. We are working on reported speech. So here we have it, sentences and questions. That one, I think we did not cover the part of the questions. That one, let me show to you up to here. Okay. So as we mentioned before, it's clear the part of the sentences, of the tenses, but you also have the chance of reporting questions. Yeah. In a normal conversation, not everything is statements or sentences. It's possible that you get questions itself. In here, are you married? That is a normal question. That is a direct question. Are you married? How I report it, how I repeat it. She asked him if he was married. If he was married. Did she phone? He asked me whether she had phone. So the changes of the tenses remain. And the question changed in the structure into a sentence. Take a look. Are you married? She asked him if he was married. I don't repeat again like she asked, are you married? No, we change it to a sentence. So the question, you pay attention to the tense, you change it normally like the ones before. Are you married is present, has to change into past. That's why here is he was married. Did she phone? That is past simple, did. Past simple, you change into past perfect, had phone. So just careful on that observation. Yeah. Let's continue going back to the platform. After all that material, let's see. Let's go to 1A. Complete the sentences using reported speech. Let's see what we got. I start on my attempt. And you have here the example. I'm in love with another woman. My boyfriend told me he was in love with another woman. I'm selling all my books. And then you have, my brother said, and the space for the first. Yep. My brother said. We can use that. Yeah.
He's selling all his books.
he was selling all his books. Yep. Now take a look at the changes in this one, right? My brother said, I repeat what he said. So this one, that is a good option. You can put it or not. Not a problem really on that one, right? He was selling, so he was selling. The original is I am, but you know that that was said by your brother. This person, the brother, say, I'm selling all my books. But when I repeat, I cannot say my books. It's his books. Number two, I've booked the flights. Book is to make a reservation, yeah? I've booked the flights. Emma told me here I'm gonna begin with she only. Emma told me that she
Had. She had.
excellent. She had booked the flights. She had, sorry, here the typo mistake. She had booked the flights. The next one, your new dress doesn't suit you. My mother told me your new dress doesn't suit you. My mother told me my new dress the original get doesn't. That is present. What I use in here?
Didn't.
Very good. Didn't suit me. No me queda bien. Didn't suit me. Please, at any point, once again, the idea is that you tell me if it's clear or not, okay? Number four, I may not be able to go to the party. Matt said. Matt said he, and you have to remember the change we made. From may, we change it for might not be able to go to the party. Yep. So what is the change? May, you change it for might. Okay. There you have number four. Number five, I won't wear these shoes again. Jenny said that she, if you have want, that is the verb to be, will not, what you change the verb to be for? Will transform into would. Like this one is negative.
She wouldn't wear those shoes again.
Thank you so much, Ms. Romero. Yeah. You wouldn't wear those shoes again. Okay, so there you have it. I'm sorry, the space. There you go. This one, I'm going to check it manually because of the apostrophe or some minor mistakes. Yeah, just in case. Number six, I didn't buy a present. My girlfriend told me the original sentence is in past simple. So you change it into past perfect. Yeah. She hadn't bought me a present. Number 7, I must get a dress for the party. Rachel said she, and the change that we have on this one, must.
She had.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Daniela Sanchez. Excellent. So Rachel said she had to get a dress for the party. Exactly. It's only a matter of remembering which are the changes. Yep. Number 8, I haven't been to the gym for a long time. Kevin said he, present perfect negative, past perfect negative. He hadn't been to the gym for a long time. Okay. Number 9, I found. Number 9, I found a bargain in the sales. My sister told me you have found, that is, very good, that she had
Found a bargain.
very good. She found a bargain
In the sales.
in the sales. So the change in there, found, past simple. So you have to remember you change it for past perfect. This is past perfect, had found. And the last one, I can't find anywhere to park.
He couldn't.
Very excellent, excellent. He couldn't
Find anywhere to park.
So if you take a look in here, actually there are a couple of words that you change. Normally the ones on the verbs. Remember, obviously, the object pronouns, the possessive adjectives, but then you have most of them like that. Yep.
Sure. In the number 4
Yep.
is to go to.
Number
The space. To
Go
go.
to Mr. The space.
number 4. This one. Thank you.
Yes.
Let's see what I got. Let's see. Let's hope there's no like apostrophes or something like that. But the idea is to have it clear. Yep. Let's see what I got wrong. My new dress didn't suit me. Apostrophe. Number 5, wouldn't wear those shoes. Apostrophe. That is the one. Hadn't bought. Apostrophe. My God. Hadn't been. Here you see been, they separate it. Yep. This one, definitely, I have to check it manually, okay? So let's start on your attempts on this one, on activity 1A. Yep. Be careful with the apostrophes. And obviously, I'm going to check it manually just in case. Okay, let's retake it. Going back to our main page. Remember, today we are working on Unit 8A. We make a review, an introduction, we explain the grammar. We just worked on activities 1E and 1A. Yeah, let me see. Let's continue to 1B, grammar 1B. On grammar 1B, what we are going to observe is the following. Let's take a look. Let me start on my attempt. Complete the sentences using reported speech. You got the example in here. Why did you dump your girlfriend? My friend asked me why I had dumped my girlfriend. When are you leaving? My parents asked me when. Remember that you have to.
I was.
Excellent. Thank you, Daniela. You change it into a sentence, right? When I was leaving, but you have to remember the change of the tense anyway. The original is a question. Where are you leaving? But when I repeat it to somebody else, I don't make the question again. So my parents asked me when I was leaving. I report it as a sentence. That is the change that I have to keep in mind. Have you ever been engaged? She asked me. When the question does not begin with a question word, begins with auxiliary. It's a yes/no question, like this one. Have you ever been engaged? You have the option of beginning with, she asked him if, she asked him if, how you complete it. What do you think? How would you complete that one? Take a look. Help me out with it. What tense is that? If he had ever been engaged. If he had ever been engaged. The original question is in present perfect. Have been. I change it to past perfect. Yep. Next one. Will you be home early? Anna asked Liam. Will you be home early? You have will and you have a question that begins with an auxiliary. When the sorry, if
he would be home early.
Excellent. Yep. Please, to anyone, if something is not clear, if you don't know how to do it, please let me know. Yep. Next one, number 4. Where do you usually buy your clothes? My sister asked me. Where do you usually buy your clothes? That is present, right? So my sister asked me where. They are making the question.
I usually.
All right.
I usually bought my clothes.
Sorry that I have a real issue with the spelling there. I usually bought my clothes. What is it that the question is in present? Do. So I have to change it to past, where I usually bought my clothes. Number 5. Did you wear a suit to the job interview? Did you wear a suit? Did, simple past. We asked him if, simple
He
past.
had.
Excellent. He had
Wore a sweat to the job.
He had worn a suit to the job interview. Okay, there you have number 5. Number 6, do you ever go to the theater? Do you ever go to the theater? And what change I make in the verb?
Went.
Perfect. Thank you to the ones that are helping me. The others that are in silence, I want to believe that you understand, right? But remember, if something is not clear, let me know. If she ever went to the theater. Number 7, what time will you arrive? He asked us what time and what is the change?
We would.
Exactly. We would arrive. Exactly. Number 8, how much money did you spend in the sales? How much money did you spend in the sales? I asked my girlfriend how much money she
Had spent in the song.
had spent in the sales. Excellent. How much money she had spent in the sales. Can you help me? Sally asked the policeman. Can you help me? Sally asked the policeman. If he
Cool.
Could help me.
could help, like Sally is making the question, right? If he could help her. Very good. But the change we need to remember. Okay, the original question is using can, so I use could. Yep. Number 10. What size are you? Number 10. What size are you? The shop assistant asked me. The shop assistant asked me.
What size I was?
Excellent. What size? Oh, well, what size I was. Mhm. There we have, let's see. I submit. There you go. So in here we didn't have any mistakes on the not apostrophe, so no mistakes. So here you have, take a look. Remember when the question transforms into a sentence, but you have to keep in mind the changes of the tenses. What it means, the question is in present continuous, the reported is in past continuous. The question is in present perfect, the reported is going to be in past perfect. Okay, so we got 10 minutes starting now.
Mister, I wanted to ask you if you could help me in reopening my activity for me because when we were in activity 1A, I opened 1B in confusion, so I didn't do it properly.
Miss Romero, this one, right? 1B.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, give me a second.
Thank you.
Okay, please refresh and try again now.
Teacher, can you check?
Okay, with that activity, I go back to the main page of our platform, Unit 8A, obviously, the one we're working on. We started in the section of grammar and we stopped with the activity grammar 1V. Yep. Then we're gonna have a section of, well, the section of vocabulary up to this point is related to shopping, but not an activity itself, not a quiz itself. Yep. Maybe we are going to discuss about it tomorrow, just in case. Let me go to Altisha to show one more time the follow-up page. That is the one that I can check your progress. Please help me out with the ones that need, obviously. Tomorrow we're gonna take time. Today was impossible. Tomorrow we're gonna take time to work on Altisha so you can increase those percentages. I got a couple of students with 0, so be careful on that. To the ones that finished, just in case I make a backup, thank you to the ones that have worked on it. Yeah, do not forget to do so. But tomorrow in the class, I'm gonna give you a time for most of you to advance on those percentages. Okay, just to confirm, Gabriel is here for the attendance. The only one missing. Okay. Well, guys, that will be it for today. Have a normal and calm Saturday. Remember, tomorrow we have classes. Yep. Always take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.
See you, Mr.
Thank you.
teacher.
Bye,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Thank you.